Hey everyone, and welcome back. Have you ever looked at someone you love deeply, a partner, a close friend, a family member, and felt a pang of sadness because it feels like there's an invisible wall growing between you? You're sharing the same space, perhaps even the same couch, but you're miles apart in connection. That quiet alarm bell in your heart, that subtle feeling of drifting, it's incredibly common, and it's absolutely okay to feel it. Today, we're going to talk about the art of reconnecting. How to bridge those gaps and find your way back to each other. Not by force, but with understanding, grace, and a whole lot of love. This isn't about fixing something broken. It's about nurturing what's always been there. First, let's normalize this feeling. Life happens. New jobs, kids growing up, personal struggles, even just the daily grind. They can all subtly shift our focus, creating what feels like an invisible wall between us and those we cherish. You might feel a lack of genuine conversation, or find yourselves falling into routines without much emotional depth. This isn't a sign of failure. It's a natural part of any long-term relationship. The crucial first step is simply acknowledging it without judgment. Recognize that the distance isn't a permanent state but a temporary phase, and that both of you are likely feeling it in some way. This validation is powerful because it shifts from something is wrong with us to we're going through a common challenge. Once you've acknowledged the distance, the next step is a gentle inquiry into its origins. Before you even talk to the other person, take a moment for self-reflection. What shifted for you? Was it stress from work, a personal change, or perhaps a misunderstanding that was never fully resolved? Avoid the blame game entirely. This isn't about pointing fingers, but about understanding the narrative of how you got here. Maybe one person became busier or communication styles subtly changed, or perhaps you just stopped prioritizing dedicated connection time. Understanding these underlying factors, even if you're not entirely sure, prepares you to approach the conversation with insight and empathy, rather than just frustration. Now, for the courageous part, initiating the conversation. This doesn't need to be a grand, dramatic declaration. Start small and authentic. Try something like, "Hey, I've been feeling like we haven't been as connected lately, and I really miss you. Is everything okay?" Or, "I've been thinking about how much I enjoy our insert shared activity, and I'd love to make time for that again soon." The key is to express your own feelings and desires, rather than making assumptions or accusations. Choose a low-pressure environment and a time when you both can genuinely focus. Remember, the goal isn't to solve everything in one conversation, but to open the door, extend an olive branch, and invite them to step through with you. When they respond, this is your moment to practice deep, empathetic listening. It's not just about hearing their words, but understanding the emotions behind them. Don't interrupt, don't formulate your rebuttal, just listen. Validate their feelings, even if you don't fully agree with their perspective. You can say, "I hear that you've been feeling overwhelmed, and I understand why that would make it hard to connect." Sometimes, simply feeling heard and understood is the biggest step towards reestablishing intimacy. Ask clarifying questions like, "Can you tell me more about that?" Or, "What does that feel like for you?" True listening builds a bridge where distance once stood, making them feel seen and valued. Reconnecting often means consciously creating new shared experiences, even small ones. This isn't about grand gestures. It's about consistency. Start with micro moments of connection. Maybe it's making eye contact and smiling when you pass in the hall, sharing a genuine laugh over something silly, or making an effort to sit down for just 10 minutes to truly talk about your day, free from distractions. Revisit old shared hobbies or explore new ones together. Remember how much we loved hiking? What if we tried that new trail this weekend? These small, intentional acts of sharing and presence are like building blocks, slowly but surely reconstructing the bridge of your connection, reminding you both of the joy you find in each other's company. Finally, remember that reconnection is a journey, not a destination. It takes patience, grace, and an understanding that there will be good days and challenging days. Don't expect immediate transformation. Celebrate the small victories. The first time you share a deep laugh again. The first time you feel truly understood. These are momentous. Be patient with yourself and with the other person. Give each other the grace to be imperfect, to stumble, and to keep trying. Consistent, small efforts over time will yield profound results. It's about showing up, being present, and trusting that the foundation of your relationship is strong enough to weather these periods of distance and emerge even stronger. Reconnecting isn't about erasing the distance that happened. It's about understanding it, moving through it, and emerging with an even deeper appreciation for each other. You have the power to bridge those gaps. Start with acknowledgement, reflect on the why, be vulnerable in initiating, listen deeply, create new shared moments, and above all, approach it with patience and grace. Your relationship is worth the effort. Go gently, speak honestly, and remember why you chose to connect in the first place. You've got this.